What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Persistence Daily Update. I am Coach Gage. Let's get right into today's strength. It's going to be every 90 seconds for 9 minutes, where we're going to be doing 3 to 6 strict pull-ups right into 4 to 8 regular pull-ups. So basically, your whole goal is to stick onto the bar as long as you can, and you choose your rep scheme through it.
All right, so for our strength that we talked about, you have the option in your strict pull-ups and an option in your pull-ups of how many reps you're actually doing. So the 3 to 6 strict or the 4 to 8 regular. The whole purpose of this strength is to show control after we burn ourselves out with the strict pull-up. So if you have the option for 3, stick to 3 that you're confident with, then you can move to your regular pull-ups and then do 4, right? So what I would like to see is control in our hollow body position for our strict pull-up, which I'll show you right now, and then also our hollow body position in our actual kipping pull-up, showing a lot of control. Now, if you want to do butterfly, you totally can. Let's slow it down though. Let's work on exactly the hollow body position and hold it maybe a little longer. And focus on that nice control position as we pull through. But for now, I'm going to show you some kipping pull-ups instead. Now, in a hollow body strict pull-up, I'm going to give you 1. Make sure we have a nice controlled grip. Hands right under our shoulders, nice confident. We're going to activate our shoulders first. Rib cage drops, feet are slightly in front, elbows down, chin above bar, and then we finish. Now I'm going to show you 1 strict pull-up into a kipping pull-up. What I'd like to see is you get to the top, you can actually push away into your kip. You're going to finish that last strict pull-up, push away, give you that nice arch position, come through, and then actually for your kipping pull-up above. So again, 1 strict pull-up to one regular pull-up. So, goal of today, show a lot of control for your strict pull-ups, as well as you get into your regular pull-ups.
So for today's workout, we're going to be doing a 20-minute AMRAP of 3 ring muscle ups, 10 push-ups, and a 25-foot handstand walk.
So for the workout, the hardest movement of the workout is our ring muscle ups. I'm not going to do a full ring muscle up because I want to break down the transition of the ring muscle up more so. Now, more so that we want confidence in that catch position and kind of really work on how we get to the catch position, all right? So we can always work on the transition ring muscle up where our feet are directly under, if you can see my feet, and then we're going to go ahead and pull back. So a couple things. We go down, we call it it's a sissy squat, heels up, knees down. We have that nice false grip, so if you notice, see my hands as you all pulled up, it's not necessarily on my wrist, but it's more so just near my thumb, that joint of my thumb. We're gonna wrap around, preferably more into the inside of the ring. So we're gonna let the knees travel forward, we're gonna lean back. As we come up, it's always hips first, pull to our chest, hands and knuckles to my chest, rotate to the bottom of my dip, and our goal is to use as least amount of legs as possible. So if you can go up to your tippy toes, that's even better. If you can stay on the ball of your feet, or even legs straight, that's okay. Big thing here, like I talked about in the transition and where we catch on the transition, is that bottom of the dip. Now I'm going to show you a couple things as we get into it. You can either release your foot, dip out, or you can release your feet with one leg, kind of like a toe lift into our dip, or even jump into it and pause as we get to the top. One thing I want to see mostly is that transition and pause in the catch. So this position as we come over, catch and pause, maybe hold for a second, and then come out of the dip. Right? Not a lot of us have a lot of skill in ring muscle ups, and it doesn't help when we do ring muscle ups. I'm going to show you one bad one, especially in the transitions, when we try to launch ourselves from the very bottom to the top as fast as we can. So again, it'll look like this. Right? That's not really building any transitional strength. More so we need to work on that bottom dip position or how we get to it. So, the least amount of legs possible in this position. Catching and then actually finishing your dip. Now for our push-ups. Now we talk about this a lot. Is chest touches the ground. So you definitely know, maybe see my entire body. Once we go down, it's a hollow body known as a plank. Then we press up into our actual push-up. So hands down, about shoulders apart. We do more of a side angle. As we come up, hands push shoulder apart. Thumbs will rotate slightly in. Elbows about 45 degrees. We're going to leave our legs locked out. Squeeze the quads. Arch, nice pressed up in a hollow body position. We're going to travel slightly forward, elbows back. Touch your chest, and then extend all the way to the top. Now, here's the thing. You can actually rest at the bottom without my legs touching, and we're at that perfect position. Right, dogs? And extend. All right, guys, so a couple things we're gonna go over on the handstand walk. More so about how to work on it and how to be more efficient on it. Now, some tips on getting better at handstand walking is basically a handstand hold. A couple things is basically staying very hollow. So if I were to stand here and put my hands up, I want to really work on doing that upside down. Now, a couple things you have to do other than raising your hands, and that's activating your lats. So I always like to say shrug your shoulders, activate your lats, pull them out, lift your palms up to the ceiling, and now we're nice and strong here. Now, a couple things, notice how my arm's straight. We don't want to be bent. This is not how we handstand walk. We shuffle. As we go up, it's a nice shuffling walk. We don't normally lift, or per se like we walk, lift our knees to actually step. We're going to lean forward and shuffle our hands. So let's go over the actual handstand hold itself to show balance. So a couple things, it's a nice soft upward stance as we get upside down, other than trying to throw ourselves forward. But I want you to notice how one leg reaches another, and I'll confidently kick up. I'm gonna press up against the ground and try to hold for about a second or two. So, showing confidence, even though I even leaned a little bit more forward, like I'm ready for handstand walk. The one thing I'm going to give you a tip on, mostly for those more efficient handstand walkers, is not to jump into it. Basically, I don't want you to walk in and take your step while you don't even have momentum yet. Find your balance first, then walk. So I'm going to give you a couple steps back, give you about 4 steps forward. So, find your balance, move forward. So if you notice, there's that quick pause, I show that I have control, my momentum starts to shift, and then I follow as I go. Now, if you're still working on your handstand walks, really work on, again, that pause, and if it's 2 steps, couple tips, take smaller steps, don't take big steps, because as soon as we extend our arm, it's really hard to find our balance in our body, especially if we're not confident holding ourselves upside down. So a couple things you could do, go to a wall, find your strength there, work on kind of lifting your hands off the ground. Shoulder taps are a good thing as well, or even going on a box and doing shoulder taps. And believe it or not, bear crawls are a good help as well. If you try to keep your hips higher in a bear crawl, it kind of simulates that also similar motion as a handstand.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, share this with a friend, and make sure to always grab your sweet fuel bar at the end of the workout. This is kind of a necessity for me. Coach Jewel makes these with her heart and her love, and honestly, I eat the crap out of these things. So catch you guys next time.